This podcast is supported by Music Theater of Wenatchee, celebrating 64 years of bringing stories to life. From show-stopping musicals to powerful plays, the Music Theater of Wenatchee stage is where stories come alive. Now they are writing the next chapter, and you can help make it happen. To support the next act of community theater in Wenatchee, visit annex.mtow.org and donate today.
Opening night club.
We're not opening a nightclub.
It's the opening night club. We can't wait to watch an opening night show, because on opening night we always go with our opening night club. Opening night club.
Welcome to the Opening Night Club. This is the podcast where we get together every week to discuss and celebrate local theater all over Central Washington. I'm your host, Kevin McKee, and with me again is playwright, actor, raconteur, and my friend Skyler Cuthill. How are you doing, Skyler?
I'm doing great, Kevin. I had an excellent weekend. I was at two different fundraisers. I worked at two different fundraisers. And then yesterday, I got most of the day off. Can you believe it?
That's awesome. No rehearsals.
Yes. Well, and I've learned that part of like being an adult is when you're a kid, you get like days off. Mm-hmm. But being an adult is when you get a day off, it's still like deferred maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I have to get the oil changed. I have to get my teeth looked at, whatever. Like there's always, you never get like a real full day off. So I didn't get a full day off. I got like a half a day off, but still, I'll take it. At this point, I will take it. And we capped it off by watching the sequel trilogy, the Star Wars sequel trilogy, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And did you enjoy 7, 8, 9?
Well, so at the time when they were coming out, they were very divisive. There was like a lot of like a discourse about them, right? And now I was like, we're going to go back and we're going to, literally a decade later.
Yeah.
Now that things have calmed down or what have you with regards to Star Wars, we're going to have like a dispassionate, not sober, because we weren't, but a dispassionate look at the sequel movies and see if they were actually good movies and people were just so crazy about them at the time that nobody could speak rationally about them.
Yeah. And what was the verdict?
I am extremely angry about how much money people were paid to write these things. Relative to how much me and all my friends are paid to write, which is like minus $5 an hour.
Yeah.
Somebody was paid like $1 million to write The Rise of Skywalker. I am so angry about it.
No,
oh my gosh.
I don't know that I ever watched 9.
A lot of people did that.
I don't think I finished it.
Yeah, a lot of people were so burned by 8 that they were like, this is over.
And Star Wars was my jam.
Yeah.
Okay, now you know I'm much older. And so when I was 11, I watched the first Star Wars.
A New Hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which it was just Star Wars.
Yeah.
There was nothing after the end.
There was no episode 4 or whatever.
No. For 11-year-old Kevin McKee, that was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Right? And I had the little figures. I had I didn't have the soundtrack. I had an album, might have even been a double album, of the entire movie with all of the dialogue.
Wow.
I know. We memorized it.
No, every time I have rewatched A New Hope, which as a white male nerd is quite a few times, I always go, oh yeah, this is why this was like an overnight phenomenon, right? And it was, right? It didn't take like, sometimes a movie takes like years to build and find its audience or whatever, but by all accounts, Star Wars like overnight. They all went, oh my God, the guy who made American Graffiti has made a superb, space adventure film. Yeah. And every time I watch A New Hope, I go, wow, this is like the perfect adventure movie. Like everything just works and it works so beautifully in it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Going back and rewatching the sequel trilogy.
And they didn't hold up.
No.
Okay.
No, God, no.
Well, that's too bad. Now I probably will never watch episode 9.
Yeah. No, a lot of the guys were like, had seen 8, but had not seen 9.
Okay.
And a lot of them believed that the line, somehow Palpatine has returned, is a joke. And they didn't realize that is actual dialogue in the film.
That he does return.
No, I mean, that's the whole movie, is that he's returned. But like in the first 10 minutes or so, Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac's character, looks into the camera and literally says, somehow Palpatine has returned. And I was sitting there and I was like, a dude was paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to write the line, somehow, Palpatine has returned. It makes me so angry.
And did he just return? No Deus Ex Machina that nothing.
There's no Deus Ex Machina.
He just comes back.
He's just there.
Okay.
Yeah, they go to Evil Planet, which has never been mentioned in anything else before ever, and he's just there.
Okay.
He has like an evil Sith Parliament, which actually visually is really cool.
Okay.
The Sith Parliament. I wish the Sith Parliament was like...
You wish we had a Sith Parliament?
Yeah. Kevin, we kind of do have a Sith Parliament.
The thing is, they're evil, but they get things done.
No, it's actually... heaven is a monarchy. Hell has a...
Bureaucracy?
Heaven is a monarchy. Hell is a democracy. Right. That's the old
Okay.
saying or whatnot. That's Paradise Lost. Right. And it's true. And the evil parliament is very visually impressive.
Oh.
That when they go to like the Sith planet at the end of the film, that when the Sith parliament shows up, you're like, this is actually maybe the one cool thing ever in this film. So yeah, it's a shame it doesn't get developed in any way or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
There'll be an episode 10. That's a Sith.
Oh God, no.
Revenge of the Sith.
Oh no. But I was raised, you were flaunting your Star Wars credentials at me. I was raised on the Extended Universe books.
Oh.
Yeah, I read all those Rogue Squadron books.
Yeah.
The Thrawn trilogy. Right. Yeah, I was way into all that.
They've all been retconned, right?
Yeah, none of it's canon anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what I did this weekend.
What do you do?
When I wasn't doing theater? Well, music theater, they bought, they're still in the process of buying the annex, but they were given a clearance to go ahead and start construction on what needs to be done to make it functional. And so I worked with a few guys down there, and they're taking, for the people, if there's people listening who aren't familiar with the annex, well, go down and talk to music theater and get a tour. But I think a lot of the people are familiar with the annex space right next to music theater that they are putting in a rehearsal space. They did all of Legally Blonde rehearsals were in that space. It's the same size as the stage at the Performing Arts Center, but what it was a concrete floor, which makes it really hard to stand there very long, very hard to dance on. It's just not designed for rehearsals. So what they have to do is they got to put in a floor. And so they're doing what's very similar to the floor that they did at the Riverside, where they're putting down furring strips, and then they will put down plywood and decking over the top of that, and then put down something on top of that, and then maybe a dance floor over the top of everything. So I was working with a few guys, and it's a huge space. It's 50 feet by 75 feet.
Yeah.
It's a huge space. And so all of the furring strips are like a foot, 18 inches apart, and they all have to go in by rotohammer and then cement screws. Everything has to be glued with things that will keep it from squeaking, and then everything has to be screwed together from the top, and at some point they're going to have to put some type of polymer over the top of it that they'll be able to paint. So it's a lot of work, and I hate to say it, but I was the youngest guy there.
Ooh.
And so we all have pretty old knees. At least I know.
Yeah.
I've got pretty old knees. And so I'm going to put a call out to the opening nightclub.
Ooh.
If there are people out there, and maybe they're actors, maybe they're not. Maybe they're like, I just appreciate theater and I want to help. I would encourage them to email john@mtow.org and say, I want to help.
And what day is this?
Well, in 2 weeks, they're going to do this again, and I don't even know if they're going to finish there, but they've got equipment. Really, if you show up with gloves and knee pads and you can help put in a floor, that would be awesome.
So that's Saturday the 13th.
Saturday the 13th of June.
I was on the crew that took out the old chairs.
Oh,
at MTW.
Okay, that was another
years ago.
big job.
That was a big job.
Yeah, I think hopefully part of the fundraising, they'll be able to buy new theater seats there, and they'll have to do it all again.
Yeehaw!
That's right. So, yeah, if you can, again, email john@mtow.org and say you want to be put on the building crew, helping out at the annex, and then when stuff happens, he'll let you know.
What an opportunity.
It's an opportunity. It's a way to get involved. You don't have to sing. You don't have to dance. You don't have to get in front of people, but you can help out the theater.
You don't have to sing or dance?
You don't have to sing or dance.
You don't get to sing or dance.
You don't get to sing or dance. Okay.
We'll do a whole musical sequence where we put the floor together, right? Like in a cartoon or whatnot.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how you test to make sure the floor was put in right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You've got to either Lindy hop or do a time step. So
Do Charleston. We could Charleston on it.
You could Charleston on it.
No, I remember when we were putting together Humans, a brief primer. Right, we were going in there and they were working up Legally Blonde, and it was kind of fun because there would be nobody else in the rest of the annex or whatever. You know, you go through these empty hallways and empty offices, and then you get to the back, and then there'd be like 20 girls all dancing, and my heart went out to them, dancing on the concrete. I was like, oh no.
No, it's something that definitely has to happen.
Yeah.
In order for this, there's soundproofing. We need to get stuff on the walls. Things need to get painted. There's a bunch of stuff that needs to happen. But the first thing is let's make sure the rehearsal space, it can be rehearsed on.
That would be a huge improvement.
Yeah.
That's great. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Because that is always kind of a struggle to transfer it,
Yeah.
right? From working it up at the Riverside Playhouse, then taking it to the Pack, and the dimensions are so much different.
Yeah, there's a
And you have to reblock
reblocking that
everything.
has to happen, especially for the dances, that it's like, okay, you guys were really tight here. Now you need to spread out.
Yeah.
And what you've gotten used to, you can't use anymore.
The spacing
The
rehearsal.
spacing. Yeah, the spacing rehearsal. I guess that's probably better than reblocking.
Yeah. I didn't do any theater over the weekend. We are still rehearsing The Shark is Broken.
That's right.
Yeah, it's coming along really, really well.
So Roy Scheider, how's that going?
Well, I didn't tan the last couple of days because it's been cool and stormy, but I'm still exercising for whatever good it's doing me. And in the next couple of days, the hirsute Adam Eagle pointed out to me that my mustache is blocking the sun's rays from hitting my upper lip.
Oh, you've got to tan your upper lip.
Yeah, he said, you should shave it in order to be even. And I was like, on the one hand, is it going to be like that? Is it going to be like a cartoon and I'll shave it and it'll be like white? It'll be like fish white right below my nose. But he's right. And I am going to have to shave eventually. So why put it off, right?
How long has it been that you've been clean shaven?
The last time I was clean shaven, I believe, was 2022.
Okay.
For A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
Okay, you were clean shaven for that one.
Yeah, that was just quite a while ago.
Yeah, I think I was too. That's probably the last time I was clean shaven.
Yeah, because you played women.
Yes, I did.
It could kind of be a bit. But yeah. So 4 years, which is a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So if you are listening to this, know that within the next couple of days, do not be shocked. Do not have a heart attack because you saw Skyler Cuthill without his mustache.
Okay.
It's the same old lovable me, just without the stash.
Okay.
I might lose all my power.
Yeah. Do you have the glasses? You have the Roy Scheider glasses?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, we have everything. We got the Speedo, we got the turtleneck, we got the glasses, we got the Zippo lighter and the cigs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you actually smoke on stage?
I asked Cynthia if I could actually smoke on stage, and she said no. Fascism. This is what fascism looked like.
She is the director. That's almost the definition of fascism.
What would you be doing in 1933 Germany, Kevin? That's what we're doing right now when Cynthia tells me I cannot smoke inside during a theater performance. No, of course you can't smoke inside. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just...
You can smoke inside, but there are people...
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
No, I mean, the audience, they would hate it.
They would hate it.
Yeah.
They would have to know ahead of time.
Yeah, no, it would. There's no world where this is acceptable.
Yeah.
I'm just joshing around. I'm being jocular or what have you. But yeah, no, we got fakies.
Okay.
Yeah, we got she has like a whole selection.
Of fake cigarettes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is kind of a common prop type thing.
Yeah.
Right. So they have the ones that are like electronic, and then they have the ones that are just like they have dust in them.
They'll smoke?
Yeah. So if you push out, if you exhale on them, then they will push out the dust so it looks like smoke.
Okay.
Which is very funny because the first time I used one, I inhaled because that's how you smoke a cigarette.
Yes.
In my experience. Not if you're Bill Clinton. But in my experience, that's how you smoke. And so I got a mouthful of this dust.
Oh.
So yeah, the Chinese industrial particles are going to kill me sooner than later here.
Well, I remember as a kid, I don't think they sell them anymore, but they had candy cigarettes that you could puff out on, and it would have powdered sugar inside.
Oh.
It was pretty cool.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
We'll get some of those.
Yeah.
But no, Cynthia's got a really, really wide stock.
Okay.
Cynthia's very cunning and crafty.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So she's got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So no, it'll look good.
Okay.
It'll look effective.
Okay. Good.
They don't burn down.
Yeah.
So the eagle-eyed in the audience will go, But no, that's not. If you're paying attention to the rate at which my cigarette is going down, we've screwed up in the show.
They should be paying attention to the shark.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's broken. Shark is Broken is going along really, really well. We've got it all blocked. So we have 2.5 weeks where we're just doing runs, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
So we will get the characters really, really dialed in. This will be a tight show.
Well, it's a 3-person show.
Yeah.
And again, it's you, Pete Kapler, and Adam Eagle, who are really, Adam and Pete are fantastic actors. It must be wonderful working opposite them.
Who knows about that third cat? But 2/3 of the show is going to be really high quality. And it's Cynthia said it was selling well.
Good.
Yeah, and it will be limited seating because it's set on the boat. So it's set in the cabin of the boat.
You're actually inside a boat on the stage. I mean, inside the theater.
It's not an actual boat.
No.
It's a representation of a boat.
Yeah, but it's you've got 3-sided boat.
Yeah, so the sight lines are quite rough from like the extreme sides in the riverside. So it's going to be limited.
So they don't
seating.
sell those. They don't sell the rough sight lines.
Yeah, no, this is great. All right, she's limiting the seating, so all the seats will be good.
Okay.
So there will actually be fewer seats available for the show than normal.
Get your tickets early, people.
She said that it was selling well already. So, yeah.
Well, good. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I know you and I have also been working on 1776.
Yes.
And I'm working my songs. I've got singing lessons again. I've been going and singing with Amy Edwards every week.
Oh, what a pro.
Yeah, no, she's whipping me back into shape.
Wonderful.
And I realize how out of shape I am at this age.
Was your last musical, speaking of, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder?
It was.
Wow. That was a little bit ago.
That was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, I think I could have been much better at that. I was doing everything in character voice, and I didn't have the singing chops to really hit it.
It was character voices, though.
Yeah, it was character voices.
Yeah, because you had like 9 characters.
Yes. Yeah, and they all had to be different, sung differently.
Yeah.
But I think in this one, it's more Broadway singing.
Yeah.
It's a big O's and big voices.
Oh, we're doing the vowel shaping?
Well, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm listening to the soundtrack. It's like, he's a big Oklahoma. Yeah,
he is. He's belting.
He's belting.
It's big. Yeah.
And so he does character voice by the end, but it's big and belting. And so I want to try to do that, which I can, but it's going to take some work.
And presumably you'll be dancing while doing it. And so it's going to be even more so.
I'm going to have to make sure that I can hit it properly.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we're Amy's really good.
No, you've been doing shows for a while now, right?
Yeah.
That's like a human nature thing to like talk through things everybody already understands.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had vocal lessons since Leslie McKeown. Before she passed.
Oh, wow.
I was taking lessons with her. That was probably 9 years ago. So I'm getting back into it and having to relearn a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Amy's good.
Amy's great.
Amy will take care of you.
Yeah. So those are the things we've been working on.
Great.
So this weekend, you also were able to go to fundraiser?
Yeah. So I was at 2 fundraisers this past weekend. I was at the Cascade Valley Commons fundraiser.
Go ahead and tell us what the Cascade Valley Commons is.
Cascade Valley Commons is a new nonprofit. It's an ag nonprofit. We're going to be growing food on kind of unused agricultural land, kind of, there used to be a lot of agriculture in this area, and it's all residential now. So there actually are a decent number of homes with like 3 acres attached where they're just not doing anything. So the idea was that the founders know people, and can lease farming rights on these pieces of land, and the owners will like it because there'll be activity instead of nothing or what have you. And then the food will all be donated through Mend to like food banks and whatnot.
Oh,
yeah.
And so who would be the farmers? The volunteers of...
the president of the board is an ag guy, Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah. He has pretty extensive ag experience in California, and he's always wanted to kind of get back into it, but ag is a pretty difficult field to make money at these days. Yeah. So the idea, it'll just be a nonprofit. Instead of not making a profit as a farmer, it will explicitly be a nonprofit.
Gotcha.
Right. So he is the farmer. We're all helping out, though.
Okay.
And we had a fundraiser this past weekend at Water from Wine in Leavenworth. Then I worked at the Icicle Creek Center for the Arts General Benefit Bash this past Thursday. Yeah.
I went to that last year. How did it go this year?
It went great. I will say that the day could have been a little more propitious because it was the day that the thunderstorm came through.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So it started raining like an hour after we finished. So we did get a break, but it was quite windy.
Wow.
Yeah. But nothing flew off. nothing serious anyway. So I think, in the circumstances, I think we did really, really well.
Yeah.
And it was really well attended. We had like 160 people there every year. I've worked all of them.
Yeah.
Right, since they started doing them a while ago now. And every year there are more people, and every year there is more money raised. So
Awesome.
yeah, really, really coming along.
Okay, you got your Mast card. You were able to break that thing in.
Yeah, I served for the first time in my life.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Served means something different for the young people. So let's be clear. Served means actually serving refreshments.
Alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, we also had NA options.
Okay.
Yes.
But you were the one that had to make sure they were abiding by state law.
Well,
they weren't being overserved.
They were all over the age of 21. We had like a token system set up.
Yeah.
So I just verified that they were not trashed, and I opened the cans because that's the rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. It was very successful. They had the bandits of the animal kingdom there, who are really popular.
Oh.
And then they had a big auction, and kind of uniquely, the auction was all for like events. Normally, an auction, like a silent auction or whatever, for a fundraiser is people donate stuff. So like a business will donate, a winery will donate a bottle of wine or whatever, or a business will donate a gift certificate for its restaurant or what have you. But these were all like events. So it was like you could buy a special showing of a movie of your choice at the Snowy Owl, or you could get the Bandits of the Animal Kingdom to play at an event of your choice.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So kind of unique.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. And leaning in because it's an arts organization. So
Yes.
you were like bidding on arts stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
They knew their audience there.
You could get guitar lessons with Domingo.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of fun.
That's awesome.
And they did well. They hit their goal.
Okay.
So yeah, I think everybody's very, very pleased.
And if I remember from last year, they also would show people, here's what's up and coming. Here's the things that we intend to do this next year.
Yeah. Yeah. They had like testimonials. People whose lives had been touched by the arts and so on and so forth. And then they did have a slide. We didn't have like an extensive promotional thing prepared, but we did have a slide that said the Countess of Pocatello on it.
That's right.
Yes.
The Countess of Pocatello will be there in February, starting on the 19th.
Yes.
February 19th, 2027, the Countess of Pocatello will be at the Snowy Owl Theater.
Yeah, we just had our first production meeting for it. Mm-hmm. We are carving up spheres of influence and figuring out who we need to talk to.
That's right.
I have a huge list of people to talk to.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that go into a show that aren't just blocking and giving lines. It's all very complicated, folks.
It's very complicated.
Yes.
If you want to participate, I guess this is similar to putting in floors, but if you want to participate in a show from the ground floor, and this is really ground floor, it's a show that's never been produced before. It's an original script by a local author. Give us a call, send us a message on social media, and we can get you involved, definitely.
This is a huge opportunity. Because, when you get a script, you get a libretto or whatever, on the front page, it'll list who originated the roles. So it'll say, your name originated the role of Eugenie. Can you believe it? Eugenie Descoing.
That would be an amazing, amazing accomplishment. What a thing to put on a resume.
Everybody will listen to your voice on the cast album now.
That's right.
Yes. But yeah, very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. And then you saw a show.
I did.
Yes.
So for those who didn't know, the Stage Kids Spotlight Show this spring was this weekend, and it was Matilda Jr. And we don't normally go to all of the Stage Kids shows, but Lord, I love Matilda. I've seen it multiple times. Wenatchee High School did it, or maybe it was the All-District Musical at Wenatchee that they did it several years ago. But I had also seen it. We happened to be in New York. I saw it on Broadway and loved it there. And so on vacation, we saw it in the West End. Loved it there.
Wow.
And so I've been looking at this for a long time. And actually, it was a show that I kind of had my thumb on, telling people I want to produce this. Mm-hmm. And when they did it at Wenatchee High School, Kelly's like, is this okay? I was like, of course it's okay. You can produce this show because it's much more suited for a school production. They did a fantastic job with it.
It would kind of be a good Apple Blossom show, wouldn't it? Because it's a big-ass cast.
There's a lot of kids in it.
Yeah.
But when we saw it on Broadway, they did have a kid cast, and that's going to be that'd be Matilda and all the kids in her actual class that are being taught by Miss Honey. But then they have an ensemble, which would be the older kids.
The bullies.
And so when they do the ABC song, when they are getting into the school, that's all the bullies that are singing the song. And then they also play the parents at the beginning of the show. And then, of course, they do have a cast of adults. They have Trunchbull and the Wormwoods and that. So it can be done with a lot of adults.
Yeah.
But you do need a cast of young kids.
Mm-hmm. You would have been a good Trunchbull.
Well, thank you.
Right? The big comic lead, right?
Yeah.
The really...
Yeah, well, although Dave Williams did it at Wenatchee High School, and he was fantastic.
Dave Williams was really funny. I saw it. It was 2019. It was the all-district musical. Dave Williams was really, really funny.
He's really funny.
Yeah.
And we were talking before we started recording, and it is a role that they generally don't do Trunchbull with as a guy.
Anymore.
Back
then, it was standard.
It was standard. You could do that, and I think it's a touchy subject now, having a guy playing a female character. So even when they did the movie, which came out only a couple years ago, Trunchbull was played by a woman.
Well, in the original film with Danny DeVito, it was a woman.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, from my time.
Yeah.
And Dane Schmidt was in it.
That's right.
In 2019.
Wenatchee High School
he was the
production.
dad, and Ainsley Shearer was Mrs. Honey.
That's right. Oh, she was so good.
Yeah, that was a good show.
It was a good show.
That was a strong cast.
It was a strong cast.
Yeah.
So Stage Kids did it this weekend, and they've been working hard on this. And for those of you who don't know Stage Kids, they're going to be from like second grade to eighth grade.
Yeah.
And so at the beginning of the show, they had the eighth graders who are now aging out of the Stage Kids productions. They'll be able to go into Stage Teens, and we've seen a few shows for the Stage Teens, but these are all grade schoolers, junior hires, middle schoolers, and a lot of these are very difficult songs. We were talking earlier that Matilda is difficult to sing. There's a lot of patter songs.
Yeah.
And for those of you who've been in musical theaters, those are the quick songs with lots of lyrics that have to be sung very quickly. And earlier on, they would almost be kind of a rap. Music Man had several of these that were patter songs.
Yeah, or Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yes.
Are famous for their patter songs.
Yes. If you had the Major General song, it is a classic patter song where things have to be kicked out quickly, which is difficult for kids, and especially for kids who are singing in an accent.
Yes, dangerous.
Stage Kids.
And in large groups.
So the first thing, the accents were surprisingly good.
Ooh.
I really did like the accents that the kids were able to do in Stage Kids. The director is Grace Dory, and I don't know that I've seen a show that she's directed. If I have, I assume I'll be corrected by people listening to the podcast. But she was able to get great accents out of these kids for middle schoolers who I am assuming are not English.
Yeah, in Chelan County, Washington.
I'm pretty sure they're not. But it did really well. They did a great job with all of the challenges that you had with trying to have a patter song sung through it. But they really did a good job.
And who was the Trunchbull then?
Mrs. Trunchbull was Sonia Erickson.
Okay.
And she was a very tall eighth grader, and she was fantastic as Miss Trunchbull.
Did she bully the kids?
She totally bullied the kids.
Nice. Great job.
She had the scene where she pulled the ear and made the kid's ear stretch.
Nice.
And that ear, it was a great bit. The ear was fantastic, and she got a good 4 feet out of the stretched ear. I'm not exactly, it must have been silly putty. I don't know what they used, but the effect was great, and the audience, they oohed, and everybody was horrified.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What about Bruce eating the cake?
Okay, so Bruce eating the cake. First off, I worked alongside Hudson Eberth, and he had the lead in A Christmas Story for the old time radio show that we did in December.
Drunk Santa.
I was drunk. I was Drunk Santa.
Yeah.
But more importantly, Ralphie was being played by Hudson Eberth, who really was fantastic, had a fantastic voice, and he's very young. And so he's not an eighth grader, but he played Bruce, and Bruce is the one that eats the chocolate cake. And, well, he steals a piece of chocolate cake from Miss Trunchbull and then has to eat it on stage.
Yeah, and they sing a song.
They sing a song, and he was great. He was fantastic. He was able to do that, it was a fake cake. We all know that. And
he didn't actually eat
10,000
calories on stage in a 3-minute song.
No. And then, of course, he turns around and he's got chocolate wiped all over his face, and the kids cheer for him. Woo! But he also has the big line at the beginning of Revolting Children when they do have stage the rebellion. They chase Miss Trunchbull out, and he has the big soaring line to open up that about how they're not going to take it anymore. And he did a fantastic job. What a great voice on that kid. And his sister, Brooklyn, who was also in the Old Time Radio show, she did Miss Honey and was great. It's a difficult singing role, and she was able to do it, and she was beautiful and caring and heartfelt as Miss Honey, which, of course, is what we all need to see for Matilda, who just has the most miserable life until Miss Honey comes into her life.
No, that's the idea, is that you want her to be your mom.
Exactly.
Right? She's like the perfect.
Yes.
She's the feminine.
Ideal.
She's the motherly ideal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When Matilda, of course, has the worst parents in the world.
Yeah.
And just a worthless brother. And if you remember in the play, her dad keeps calling her boy, and she has to remind him that she's a girl. And so it really, by the end, you just feel very warm for Matilda. And I'm going to also mention Micah Allen. Becca Allen's the choreographer, and so her youngest, Micah, was in the show. And I talked to Becca about it, and she even admitted it, so I can say it here, that Micah played Lavender, who is Matilda's best friend, because Lavender is the nicest kid in the class, and she calls out Matilda and says, "I'm going to be your best friend."
Oh, simple as, folks.
It's a very simple character, and Lavender is the most likable kid in the class. She's adorable, and Micah, who's playing Lavender, does not have a sense of the fourth wall.
Okay.
And for those of you who've done theater, you know that there's a wall between us and the audience. It's the fourth wall, but of course we can see through that fourth wall and see what's going on inside the house, inside the school, whatever it is. The actors have to know that the fourth wall is there because you don't want them not facing the audience. They need to be aware of it, but they shouldn't be looking at the audience. Right? Micah didn't understand the fourth wall was there, and so she would walk across the stage and smile at the audience as she walked across.
Blessed.
And when she would throw the newt into the water at the end, it's not as much of an aside to the audience as, no, I'm telling the audience, here's what I'm doing. It was super cute. She completely played it, and I loved it.
She was selling.
She was completely selling it. I know when I've done Leavenworth Summer Theater, Sound of Music, you're going to have a Gretel, and I would always cast them very young. They don't have a sense of the fourth wall, and the audience loves it. And so, Micah was able to get away with it. It was super cute.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. No, the other people I would call out that I really, really enjoyed was Dottie Bromley was playing Matilda's mom, and she was the flamenco dancer.
Okay.
And, he's got Rodolfo on stage. You're never quite sure if she's stepping out with Rodolfo. And Riker Armitage was playing Rodolfo, and he was quite funny. He was throwing glitter into the air wherever he went. But it was a very funny bit whenever they were on stage. Millie Deitel, I think is how you pronounce it. She was Matilda and was fantastic. And she was very short, very young.
Oh.
I think she was close to 11, which is what's appropriate. And
that's the character. Is that like she's very
fantastic.
Small in a very big world.
Yeah.
Right.
No, very, very, very good. I love this show, and I think that the Stage Kids, they did a great job with it. I know they're going to have a Stage Teens production coming up in the summer.
Okay.
Stage Kids really fits a great role because we don't have big musicals every year for middle schoolers. They can do some Missoula Children's Theater, but we don't have a lot in the school system unless there's a school district musical, and until they get into high school. And we've been seeing a lot of the high school musicals, but they need to be trained in it as they move in.
Yeah, they do the all district musicals relatively commonly.
Every other year they'll do
Yeah.
Wenatchee High School all-district musicals.
Yeah.
But if you're in the Eastmont or Kashmir middle school, you don't get a lot of chance to do musicals. They're just starting to do it in Kashmir. I did notice that I think I've mentioned this when we talk about Quincy High School, that most of the kids in Quincy High School haven't had an opportunity to do theater before they get there.
Yeah, they don't have a feeder organization.
Yeah. And this summer, Stage Kids is doing Stage Kids in Quincy.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So they're developing a feeder organization for Quincy High School.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. No, it's a great organization.
I remember when Wenatchee did it in 2019 because it was the all-district musical. The Matilda was really small relative to the rest of the cast.
Right.
But again, that's the concept, right? That the big kids, they're literally big, right? Because they were like high schoolers, right? So they were towering over her.
Yeah.
So, wonderful, the intended dramatic effect,
Yeah.
right? Of like, Matilda, no.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous out there, Matilda.
Well, no, you want the audience to just ache for Matilda.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then when she has superpowers by the end, you're like, oh, yeah, go get him, Matilda.
Yeah, and I remember Dane evangelizing about TV, about how stupid it is to be smart and so
They
on and so
did
forth.
not have the TV song.
Oh.
It got cut out of Matilda Jr.
Oh, is that dangerous for the children?
I don't know, but Matilda Jr. did not have the telly song.
Oh, that's like ideologically dangerous, right?
Yeah.
They don't understand that it's satire.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Well, they
yeah.
got to cut something. That's the
They've
whole
gotta cut
concept
something.
is to cut it down and make it more
Yeah.
reasonable, right?
No, it was
Oh.
it was very good. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite Matilda song was always the alphabet song.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2019, they had the giant fence and they had the big kids climbing all up and down. It was kind of a butt clenching watching the kids go at it. No, it was great. They were absolutely getting a kick out of it.
Yeah.
No,
they had the big fence. It was really good. The kids were poking their heads through it, and they were kind of stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
But they weren't climbing it. I don't know that
okay.
it was Wenatchee High School. They actually welded it. It was a metal fence. I don't know what they did with it.
No, it was really impressive.
It was impressive.
The choreography,
Yeah.
the timings and all.
Yeah. No, the other thing that I noticed is they had the swings at the beginning of the second act when they sing When I Grow Up, which is my favorite number in the song.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that song. And when I saw it on Broadway and the West End, I'm not sure how they were able to do it. I think they just had a really, really high fly and a tall proscenium that they were able to have the swings, and the kids on the swings would actually swing out over the audience.
Wow.
Which was very impressive to be out there, and then the kids would be on their bellies, and really the older kids would be on their bellies with their arms out in a Superman pose, flying out over the audience. They didn't have the height at the pack stage to do it, but it was I still love that number.
Well, and the Stage Kids produces a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not like they have like all year. Right. So no, they got they have a really rigorous schedule.
They do.
Yeah.
No, those kids put it together pretty quickly, and they did a great job.
Yeah.
Really happy with it. Okay, so the shows we've got coming up, we've got the trip to Bountiful coming up at Maskers on the 12th, but we've got a big show that'll be fantastic that you need to get your tickets to, which is The Shark is Broken.
It's kind of a little show.
It's a big show.
It's a little show with a lot of heart, Kevin.
A lot of heart.
Yeah, 3 men, 1 set, right? But yeah, there is a lot going on. I will say it is. There's no intermission. It's essentially 1 act. So,
Okay.
folks, it's not even that long. What's your excuse to stay away?
That's right.
Come on,
No,
you'll
I'm-
learn some film history
I know the opening night club will be there on
Woohoo!
opening night for The Shark is Broken.
with our new stickers.
I will have stickers. If you show up, we will have stickers for you for the opening night club to show your support and slap it on your water bottle or the back of your car.
And they're nice stickers.
They're pretty nice stickers.
Yeah, these are sophisticated stickers.
That's right.
But yeah. No, it'll be a dynamite show. So please consider it. It'll be running for 2 weeks.
That's right.
In June.
And once again, The Shark is Broken is a retelling of the making of the movie Jaws.
Yeah.
When the 3 leads, Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss, are stuck on the boat, the Orca, right?
Yes.
The stuck on the boat, and they are there for weeks
Yeah.
because the shark that they used for Jaws didn't quite work right.
Yeah, they were shooting on the ocean, so like the weather was always fighting them. There were always like boats in the background or whatever. So that's the bit, is that Or that's the concept, is that these guys are going stir crazy on this boat, waiting for their opportunities to film while the shark is being worked on.
Yeah.
Right. The shark is broken. They are always asking about the status of the shark.
And it's a dramatization, but it was co-written by Robert Shaw's son.
Yeah.
Who was in the Broadway version.
Yeah, he always plays his dad.
Yeah.
The Broadway, the West End, he developed it, right?
Yeah.
So he's like that one guy, and
he's like Yul Brynner.
I was going for that. Yeah, it's like Yul Brynner, where just like at a certain point in his career, he's like, nope, I'm going to be the King of Siam now, forever.
Yeah, forever.
He was a great King of Siam. He was very good at it, right?
Yeah.
I like that movie. But yeah. So
there's truth in this. It's not
is.
It's not completely fictional.
Yeah, it's not completely fictional. It's never 100% true. People say that. You go, oh, it's based on a true story. Well, how much?
Yeah.
Apparently, Richard Dreyfuss had some exceptions to it. He said it was not like that.
Oh.
Yeah. In the show, Richard Dreyfuss and Robert Shaw are constantly pecking at each other. And then Dreyfuss was like, no. Actually, we were besties and so on and so forth. And I don't know. I literally don't know the truth of it. So you can come to the show and you can decide.
You can make your decision.
Yes.
So anyhow, that's opening up on the 19th?
The 18th.
18th. It's opening up on the 18th. So we'll be there on the 18th.
Yeah, Thursday.
Okay. So we've got a few shows coming up. We've got a few opening nights that you can be attending. And so we want to encourage you, go out and see some theater. Support if you can. In 2 weeks, go out and help the building crew at the Annex build for the music theater. And in the meantime, make sure you go out and see another opening night.